Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. From the Sugar Shack Studios in Houston, Texas, USA, this is the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we have recalls and the always fun Guess What They Sold For? Stump the Car Guys feature.
I don't know.
Also, I'll give you my thoughts on driving the 2025 Range Rover Evoque. And Jeff has the Motor Minute on this segment of the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. And you know what else I think we're going to do?
What are we going to do?
I think we're going to get Mars' review.
We can do that
of the
during our segment. Yeah,
Arcadia.
Mars. Doug Schaefer says he used to go to Arcadia's to play games, video games.
Arcadia's, yeah. Did you ever go to Arcadia's?
I've been to an Arcadia.
Have you? Okay, well, we're going to go there. You're going to take us along with you.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that now?
Magical mystery
I think that'd be a fun, different thing for you to do.
Let me get that rascal going.
You would do your car feature review of the Arcadia.
Well, I'm thinking I'll probably do the Acadia instead.
Let's do that one instead.
He told me it was going to be the Arcadia, and that's what I went with.
And you believed it.
And look, and somebody up there spelled it right.
You believed it.
It says Arcadia. Acadia.
No, you're doing it.
Golly. Arcadia. Only from Meterville, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, can I... Let me look up the Arcadia store, see if I can find it.
Yeah, the Three Stooges did the alphabet.
The alphabet.
A-A-B.
B-A-C.
You're on, Michael.
In case you're just joining us, I'm talking about the 2025 GMC Acadia.
No, you're going to be talking about it.
No, I am talking about it now. The Denali all-wheel drive version of this vehicle. Now, this is a mid-size crossover SUV. It comes in 3 trim levels. The Elevation, which has an all-wheel drive variation to it, the AT4, and the Denali. And we happen to have the Denali with the all-wheel drive. Now, this is the 3rd generation of the Acadia. It was introduced in 2024, so 2025 is kind of some tweaks, some updates on it. And we happen to have the 7-passenger model. I found out, I haven't seen it, but in the Elevation, you can get an 8-passenger seating arrangement on it. Out front, you're going to find rain-sensing wipers, LED lighting. You got a panoramic sunroof. You got roof rails on it. You got a auto-sense power liftgate that works pretty good. And then you got a 22 by 8.5-inch aluminum wheels on this vehicle that look really well. Now, that is the optional package. And we also had the trailering package, which I'm mentioning that here because that's part of what we'll get to in just a little bit. The interior, we had the leather seating, which is a Denali. That's what you expect. Front seats are heated and ventilated. The second row are bucket seats in this model. Again, if you happen to get the 8-passenger seating arrangement, that would be a bench seat. Then we had the third row is a 60-40 split with the one-touch fold option. When you lift up the gate, there's a button right there. You push it, and everything starts folding. And it's really, really cool if you're trying to put cargo in and you don't think to fold it down before you get to it. Up front, we had the 15-inch display. Now, that's standard in this vehicle. That's where you're going to find all your convenience controls, the nav, your surround vision cameras to see around all the vehicle. We also had the 11-inch driver information center right in front of us. Got a lot of different ways that you can configure that to however you want it to where you get the information you need about the vehicle. The rear camera mirror works great. It's got a really good picture on that. And I've come to like that a whole lot, and I miss it when we don't have it. This unit happens to have a rear air conditioning system on it, too. Bose 16-speaker audio system will fill this thing up with plenty of sound. Now, up front, the only engine you're going to get in this is a 2.5-liter turbo. It has 328 horsepower. It's 326 pounds.
4-cylinder?
Yes.
4-cylinder.
326 pound-feet. Maybe lose my place. 8-speed automatic transmission.
Did you lose your place?
Well, no, I was looking for something else. When you said that, I said, what? Anyway, it's rated to tow 5,000 pounds when properly equipped. Now, that's where the trailering package comes in with this vehicle so that you can get to that. Now, the EPA says you should be looking for 19 in the city, 24 on the highway, and combined 21. Now, I drove this vehicle 138 miles the days that I had it, and I got 18 miles per gallon as an overall average on it.
You only drove it 100 miles?
130.
Ooh, okay, 130.
Well, my crosstown commute is 4 miles.
So why didn't you drive it over here last weekend?
Well, because I had to drive the truck because we were bringing gear and loading gear up and stuff and all that.
All right.
The week that I had that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack you. Go ahead.
But out on the highway, I did push it out on the highway some, and it was surprisingly quiet for that big of a vehicle. Sometimes you think, well, it's big and it's open and it's going to have a lot of echo and a lot of
Can't believe the
noise
thing's only got a 4-banger in it.
And it's got responsive steering. It's very responsive. And it has the performance suspension on the Denali. So not only is it roomy, but it's very responsive and it doesn't wobble all over the road. Now, base model price on a vehicle like this, $42,900. The base trim price is $55,900. And MSRP, as we got it, was $64,410.
Oh my God!
So it's kind of up there when you look at the Ford Explorer that starts at $39,700. The Honda Pilot starts at $48,200. The Kia Telluride, which I happen to like that vehicle as well, $36,390. So at the base trim level, but again, you're talking about this is the Denali, so it does have a lot of extra things on it, a lot of extra touches that are considered upgrades in it. But if you're looking for that size of vehicle, I was really impressed. My wife was impressed with it. It's something that you should look at.
Heck yeah,
if
for
you want to tow 5,000
$60,000, hello.
It almost feels like you're driving the bigger Tahoe.
Yeah.
To me, it's like a. Don't want to use the term downscaled Tahoe. It's a little bit smaller than a Tahoe, but to me, it's the luxury is there.
That thing that you're driving today, what is that thing out there? The one that
Traverse.
Is it Traverse?
Yes.
Yeah. The Traverse.
That's another one.
You pulled up in that, and I thought, well, that's a Suburban. Oh no, it's a Tahoe. So they're making these vehicles. They're changing
Kinda
the body
cloning them.
style.
Yeah.
And they look really good, and they look a lot bigger than the original version of that thing.
Well, I think absolutely all of them have gotten bigger slowly but surely, over the last 10 or 12 years. Everything has. But they're taking on more of a luxurious trim look to me.
Yeah, they are. That's exactly right.
Because I was looking at that one, and I'm thinking, you see all these guys in the black Suburbans and all their black suits on TV, and I thought, why wouldn't you drive this? It's
nice.
big and it's nice and 4-door, easy to in and out. Anyway, that's the 2025 Acadia Denali all-wheel drive.
What does Denali mean?
It means it's a mountain.
Yeah, it means the high one or tall one. It's an Alaskan name. Yep. I googled while you're doing it.
Back in the day, did you ever date any Alaskan women?
No.
Where in the world would I find an Alaskan woman in Southeast Texas?
I hear they kiss funny.
Yeah, with their noses.
With their noses.
And the ones that I saw, I'm good.
Okay, I guess we just lost all our Alaskan listeners.
Do we have any? Mars would know that.
We had that lady up there.
Mars.
I'd have to look. I don't remember seeing there's some Washington State that's getting close.
Do you have any from Siberia?
No.
We're
banned in Russia.
We're banned in Russia. Okay, well, there goes that. All right. I've got some recalls to tell you about. Kia, Sorento Hybrid, and the PHEV from 24 to 25. Loss of headlights and taillights. That's not good at night. Ford Motor Company recalling 272,000 U.S. vehicles on concerns over battery failure. The recall affects certain 21 to 23 Bronco Sport crossovers and 22 to 23 Maverick pickups. 12-volt battery may experience degradation and suddenly fail. Well, apparently it's not a Delco Remy or it's not a Diehard, which can result in a loss of electrical accessories, including the hazard lights, or cause a loss of drive space. I don't know what batteries they use in there. Ford Motor Company, Fomicos, I guess.
Yep.
Dealers will inspect and if necessary, replace the 12-volt battery free of charge. Good. GM recalling 2,890 Equinox EVs due to concerns about their adaptive cruise control. Recall affects certain 25 model Chevy Equinox EV all-wheel drive electric vehicles. Dealers will update the software calibration in the brake system control module free of charge. It better be free. How dare you sell me that and screw me over. Okay, now it's time for the Hemmings.com Sold Cars Roundup. And right out of the box, I've got a good one. Isn't that the pre-runner to Cadillac or the Cadillac brother or something, LaSalle's?
Well, LaSalle, Michigan, it was actually, I think they were founded or part of the organization's beginnings in LaSalle.
But that was actually a model of a car.
Well,
LaSalle.
it was,
this one here is a brand. The LaSalle.
right.
A 1940 LaSalle 52 Special. Now, you know, that has the 3 slots down the side. Was LaSalle part of Buick? I'm not sure. But at any rate, it's got GM history in it. 1940 LaSalle 52 Special. It is a absolutely stunningly beautiful convertible. To me, that's a movie star car right there. Okay?
Yep.
And it's kind of a sea mist green blue painted. It's really pretty.
It's pretty.
So how much do you think something like that would go for? Big whites on it. It looks like it's been restored back to its original style and everything.
I've been watching Barrett Jackson this week, so
Yeah,
I
so
know
you're
what
cheating.
this one. Yeah, I'm saying $72,000.
$72,000. Mr. Morris?
I was going to stretch to 40.
$32,550.
That's what I said. 32.
And I brought it up because
It's a pretty car.
it's absolutely gorgeous, and I could think,
Yeah.
hi.
Doing the queen wave as you go by.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Does
I
that
know how
now.
to, and I know how to do that.
Yeah,
He knows that now.
Okay. This is, it appears as though this was a plain Jane
Acadia.
1970 Chevrolet Chevelle.
Oh,
It's been repainted. It has white stripes on the hood, like the SS. Okay. It doesn't have the SS badging on it or on the front, but it's got some custom aftermarket wheels on it. Just the wheels and the white stripes alone. Okay. That kind of kicks it up a notch for me. It's clearly a resto mod, a 1970.
Oh, resto mod.
Well,
Yeah.
it
appears to be.
If it doesn't have the SS on it, so it's not going to be a factory
It's a clone,
396
yeah.
or 454 or something
clone,
like that.
right?
Yeah.
It probably had a 350 V8 in it, 1970 Chevy Chevelle.
12,000.
22.
Mars,
Yep.
21. Pretty darn good. I would buy that car. You look at it. You tell me.
Well, the only thing that I would need it to be is a convertible. And then,
Why?
of course, that would cost more.
Fry your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need over there in Neaterville in August and September, a convertible.
There's,
And all that-
There's at least 4 days a year you could drive that car with the top down.
That's right. 4 days a year.
And they were last week.
yeah.
3 of them.
And all that fallout from the refineries. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
sure. Why not? Okay, now here's one that a 1986 Nissan 300ZX. An 86 Nissan 300ZX. Because, you know, this particular model, I know, it kind of resembled the original Z, but it was much bigger. It just didn't work for me, and apparently a lot of other people, because they didn't sell it that
My
many of
brother
them.
used to buy Z's every year or every couple of years.
Okay, well, 86 Nissan 300ZX. What do you think that sold for?
I'll let you go first.
It's got custom wheel aftermarket
Mr.
wheels on it,
Know-It-All.
which is ruins it.
I'm going to go like 17.
I'm going to go 20.
$6,500.
That's even
Last
worse.
time I listened to you.
That's even worse than I thought.
See, I do like to try to stump the band on this.
Golly.
All right, Jeff, this is really about you
right,
on this
all
one.
right.
But you're in.
It's automatic winner.
A 1976, put your mind there, 76 Lincoln Mark IV, MK4.
Yeah.
Okay, 2-door. There was a Ford Thunderbird version of this car at the same time, but this is the Lincoln version, so step it up a bit. It looks like it's all stock, okay? It's clean looking. It has the Landau roof on it with the opera window.
Shh, I'm going to have to bump it up another $1. $8,000.
I was going to take $1 off. No, I would throw that one in. Has it got the
Landau.
the spare tire thing on the back? of it?
I can't see that.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about the Continental kit.
The Continental kit. That's
And
what I was trying
but
to
I think
of.
that was all that
Yeah.
was a hump in the
Yeah,
the
it was
sheet
just
metal.
a.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, no, I would throw it 12.
$11,025.
Wow. And I watched Barrett Jackson.
And you know what?
That's the problem.
Oh, there was big money. Oh, my.
This car here, Hot Rod Tour of Texas car.
Yeah. I actually thought of Don when I was watching it because they had a run. They must have had 20 69 Camaros go through there.
Really?
Different variations of colors, resto mods, originals.
Boy, I'll tell you what, man.
So I thought, because I know that's his baby, that's his dream.
But that scares me.
Some of the new ones, like the C8s and stuff, they weren't even going for the sticker of what they were priced at. The stuff like the 69s and the 70s, they were jacked up. They were giving all the money for those things.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. All right.
And it's on today at 1 o'clock Central till whatever.
This one here I'm going to show you because I want you to get a good idea of this.
I'm going to get this, Mike.
It looks very clean.
Jeff's here now, so he'll help us.
I wouldn't say it's a low boy, but it is a convertible. It's a 1932 Ford Roadster. Okay, it's clearly a resto mod, custom, whatever you want to call it. Okay, there it is.
Oh,
It's yellow
Hi, boy,
with
yeah.
a beige top,
Yep. Hi, boy.
with the closed motor underneath there. It's got the sides
Yeah.
on the. And it's got, aftermarket wheels on it. I mean, it looks like a Roadster hot rod.
31.
48.
34,650.
I'm taking it. That's a gratis. That's a gimme. I'm taking that
See,
one.
I could do that.
34.
I could do that. It's
I
two
couldn't do
seats.
that one.
Well, see, I figured that one's probably got air conditioning since it's
Exactly.
got the
Oh, it
top
could, yeah.
and all that stuff
Yes.
on it. And it
And
looks nice enough for
I
that.
want a nice. I don't need to have some super hot rod motor.
Nope.
But I want it fuel injected. Okay. It could. I don't.
Small
Doesn't have.
block of
Yep,
some
it
sort.
does not have to be an LS motor, but it's got to be fuel injected. I don't want to deal with hydro lock stuff crap out on the freeway and other.
Carburetors
I
and-
want a 3-speed, if not a 4-speed, automatic transmission and air conditioning.
One thing you got to factor in, Don, you're 6'2", 6'3". Will you fit in that? I don't think you'd fit in that.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Do I fit in the Corvette?
Barely.
No,
Barely.
barely. I'm 6'1". Thank you.
I barely fit in the Corvette.
Yeah, it's
But
it's tight.
but the seating in those is very similar to Corvette. I mean, you're kind of laid out
Yeah,
there.
I understand that, but not the original ones. You have to make it.
Well,
Our
he,
last
he
car-
could sit in the rumble seat and just stick his.
That's not happening, but thanks for the offer. Here's the last one, the 1973 Opel GT.
I like the Opel GT. I like the Opels back then.
Talk about something you can't get into.
Yeah,
The 73 Opel GT, when they were new, I thought that they were the bomb.
I did too.
How much?
Poor man's.
What do you
Corvette.
think that would go for? It looks stock orange paint job, which I don't, clearly isn't stock paint job, and looks like it's got stock wheels on.
Come on,
Opel
Jeff.
GT.
Give me some help here, Jeff. Heitzman, not you.
I know. I already know. I'm going to
Oh,
win.
you already got that
I'm going to
one?
win it with $9 grand.
No, I was thinking 12, but I was.
Well,
That seems high to me.
25.2.
25
What?
too?
Oh my
What's that?
God!
What's it got, a Hemi in it or
No,
something?
it's probably an all original,
Low miles.
super clean, low miles. That'd be my guess.
Man.
Because brand
somebody'd
new,
have
it
to
was
want
only
that.
like 10
Well,
grand.
see,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
have. I would have said that if I knew all those factors. That it
What
was low
factors?
mileage, original.
But I
yeah.
don't know that. We're just guessing. I don't know that. All right.
Heitzman went 22, so he would have been close.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
you
but
just
now,
heard it.
now he's late. Yeah.
Just ahead, a review of the
delay.
Range Rover Evoque and Jeff's Motor Minute. 2 minutes, and all of the goodness right here continues. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Hey, you can catch the InWheelTime Car Talk Show 24/7 on the InWheelTime.com and Odyssey radio app, or the video stream of our weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com, and podcasts available from your favorite podcast provider, including SiriusXM. Time now for Jeff's Motor Minute. Let's go.
Update on Mario Andretti, Cadillac, and all the Formula One guru stuff out there. Former Formula One world champion Mario Andretti will be a director of the board of the newly approved Cadillac F1 racing team. Yay. Which puts a famous American car maker with racing partner Andretti Global on the grid of 2026, not very far away. It was a long and agonizing road, Andretti said. Application was denied in early 24 by the F1 commercial side of the business. Mario spoke to NBC last week, and it was about achieving his dream and his role of the new team, advising on driver selection, which is good. Everybody on the other teams are wanting to jump and go back onto them. He said the team is in discussions with Ferrari to build an engine for the first 2 years before 2028, when it plans to have Cadillac, praise the Lord, power unit. He said the target is to launch with one experienced F1 driver, which you name one, probably him, and a younger American talent, which is also cool. Formula One is really the Olympics of motorsports, he said, because of the international nature of it. And so there's a lot of national pride that goes with it. When you win, they play the national anthem, and you're up on that top step of the podium. He's loving that. And the role of Andretti Global, well, Andretti says they're going to build the car. Cadillac will build the engine or the power unit eventually. It can't be more complicated than that. So there you go. Thank you, Andretti. Thank you, Formula One. Thank you, Cadillac.
Amen to that. Mm-hmm. I'm excited. Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Bet.
Time now for this hour's car review. I had a chance to drive the 2025 Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. Final assembly location is Halewood, the UK. Comes in these trim levels, only two, S and Dynamic SE. I had the Dynamic SE. This is classified as a small SUV, seats 5 people, including the driver. All new in 2020. I didn't know that it was that old. Here we are 5 years later, okay? Exterior features, simple, unique, attractive front fascia. Love it. High body, short roof. Looks cool, but does limit headroom and visibility. Pronounced wheel arches give the body a taut look, like somebody just kind of stretched the skin right over it. Mm-hmm. Small rear hatch opening. Pop-out door handles were kind of unique. They were rectangles. I liked it. But what I did like overall, the overall look to me gets an A. Interior highlights. This is a minimalist dash. It gives a sleek appearance, but it does have its drawbacks. Seating is comfortable with nice materials. A couple of steering wheel controls had me confused. For instance, what does the diamond mean? What does the O or 0 mean on the button, on the dash, on the steering wheel? Well,
oops.
No, you'd think, but no, that's not it. One of them is actually a control that you can program whatever you want. You can make the button on the steering wheel whatever feature you want it to be.
Oh,
that's
really?
not already on there. Yeah. Anyway, It looks, I don't know, functionally, I need a couple more knobs and switches,
I bet you
personally.
do. Yep.
Cargo trunk room, small, rear seats don't fold completely flat. What I liked about it, I did like the minimalist layout. It kind of reminds one of the new spaceships that are going into orbit now. You get the inside of the cockpit.
Yeah, flat screen and a
they're
steering
laid
wheel.
back
Yeah.
and they've got the screen there and they just touch the screen.
screens, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it kind of reminded
Sort of
me
like my Buick.
Kind of, but a lot less knobs and switches. What could use improvement? Most controls are relegated to the infotainment screen or the steering wheel, which makes for extra unnecessary steps when looking for, like for instance, the HVAC controls. You got to go through screens to get to the HVAC controls. Some of you may like that. It was a little awkward for me, but I only got to drive it for a week. 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder, 246 horsepower, 269 pound-feet of torque, 9-speed automatic transmission, tow rating almost 4,000 pounds. Gas mileage, 20 in the city, 27 on the highway for a combined of 22. I got 24.6 miles per gallon over 356.8 miles. What I liked about it, the mileage. What could use improvement? It's got a bit of turbo lag that you've got to be prepared for. And ride and handling. I liked the quietness. 4-bangers typically make a lot of noise. This one did not. I didn't take it off-road, but based on its equipment, it should do well there. The other problem that I have with going back to the turbo lag, in cars that have the start-stop feature, which this one has, typically you let your foot off of the brake, and that starts the engine.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not on this one.
Really?
Because it has a hold feature. So you let your foot off the brake, and it does nothing, but it keeps the brake on.
The hill hold.
Well, they don't call it that. The hill hold or descent control. They don't call it that. Okay? So if you're stopped, let's say, for instance, at a stop sign, right? And you're ready to go, and cars are going back and forth, and you need to get across that intersection. You let your foot off the brake, and the engine doesn't start until you hit the accelerator pedal. That's an added delay there that I found frightening, actually, because in this city with all the traffic that we have, when there's a hole, when there's a hole to get across the traffic, you jump on it. So the way I did it was, I let my foot off the brake and then put my left foot on the brake, touched the accelerator pedal. Now the engine's running. I'm ready to go. It's like a drag strip.
Well, you're a left foot breaker anyway.
I am, but still, you got to get used to it, even if you're a left 2 foot. Yeah.
They call that line lock.
Well,
pretty much.
Yeah, but usually if you got a line lock, you got a button.
Yeah. Well, your button is the pedal.
Yeah. It's weird. It's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. So base trim price $54,900. Price is tested $61,765. This is for a Land Rover Evoque. Base model price $49,900, which competes with the BMW X1 for $40,500, the Acura RDX for $44,700, and the Genesis GV70 for $46,200. It's different, but I tell people all the time, hey, you're talking American, German, Asian, Sweden, they all have their own little niche thing that they do. The cars are different. They drive differently. They feel differently, and they work differently. So keep that in mind if you're one of those kind of people that likes to shop around and maybe have a different car every year. And I think I'm going to go Swedish this time. Okay.
Meatballs.
Meatballs. That's it.
Oof, don't you know?
Hey. If you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email.
Please
the address
get in touch with us.
is InWheelTime.com.
Call us.
Back after this.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755.
From the open roads to the open waters, your adventure starts at the Houston Automotive Show at NRG Center. One ticket, two shows. Check out top cars, trucks, sport boats, fishing boats, and more. New designs, new technology, and everything in between. Spectacular experiences, amazing fun. There's something for everyone. Get your friends, get your family, and get your tickets now. The Houston Automotive Show, making waves and fueling adventures.
That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.